This is the Brandon D. Campbell podcast, where business and mindfulness meet to build a better leader in you. Here's your host, entrepreneur, mentor, and author, Brandon D. Campbell.
This week has been amazing, as well as the weeks that I've had prior to it. Myself, as well as two other incredible authors, Orlando Kendricks, as well as Celandria Jackson. We appeared on the Broadway Joe Show to talk about the upcoming event, Family Authors in Conversation, about the importance of collaboration and creating an atmosphere that is welcoming and belonging to authors, to share the stories behind the stories, to give tools and resources and tell parents how they can be a supporter of their child's literacy, their creativity, as well as being a bridge to the right type of connections that their kids are going to be longing for. And it starts at home. And so we're going to have this event at the historical West 9th Street in downtown Little Rock, a place that represents connection in the Central Arkansas area. This was a place that was thriving, that was booming. Some of the greatest entertainers during the Great Migration, during Jim Crow South, would come to this area. Dreamland Ballroom, Mosaic Templars, and perform and just have nightcaps of performances and bringing people together and play in times where they were not allowed to go and do shows at big arenas. This was a part of the Chitlin circuit. And so this signifies growth. This signifies togetherness. This signifies achievement. And so I'm just excited that we have this diverse group of authors collaborating and coming together and creating our own avenue and owning it in a sense as well too, but collaborating with major partners such as Central Arkansas Library System, as well as Noir Mobile bookstore, as well as Beyond the Divide. And I'm just excited about this. And, I wanted to share this idea and this emotion that came to me. It usually comes randomly, but I want to share this with you. Now, just thought about my journey over the last 3 years and what it's been like. And there were times where I got no calls. There were times where I didn't hear from anybody. I went silent, going through my own healing process. And I didn't get the calls from people that I know I helped and, helped gain millions of dollars for maybe it was their business. Maybe it was building a platform that allowed them to shine. Organizations as well too that I work for or people that I've come in contact with over the years. And I took a step back even from communication to reset my boundaries, but to really understand who my tribe is and who Brandon needs to become in the present to be who I will be in the future. And I'll share this with you that I felt like I was in the wilderness. It reminded me of Jesus in a sense, not saying I'm like Jesus Christ or David or anybody biblical. But I know what it means now, the teachings in the Bible, that I was in the wilderness in my own right. And I learned that when you are in your healing process, you feel like you are alone. You feel like you're in the wilderness. All you hear is air and you hear yourself breathe. When you're in that season of healing, it's quiet, it's silent. And I've learned that when you're in that season of healing, you don't get opportunities. When you're in that season of healing, you don't get phone calls. When you're in that season of healing, you don't get a how are you doing? When you are in the season of healing, for those out there who are dating, you don't get those winks. You don't get those, let me get your number, right? For you all out there who are on that scene. But I learned that you're not attracting what you think that you want. You're not attracting the likes. You're not attracting the job opportunities. You're not attracting money. And it can be very painful at times. But the reason why you experience the loneliness, the silence when you're in a season of healing is because you're not attracting, listen to me, you're not attracting the toxicity that you once was attracted to, that you was drawn to, because you're in a season of healing. When you're in a season of healing, they ain't checking for you like that. Those people that you wanted to be around or surround yourself with or be friends with, or you wanted to, in a sense, create some type of bond and connection with them, be it toxic, traumatic, or be it something that you will love and that is something real. But that is because when you're in your healing season, God sits you in the middle to feel the pain, so to speak, of the grief that you're experiencing. It comes from that, of the season that you once had that is no longer meant for you anymore. And so you've transitioned into this season where you're not attracting that anymore. So you have to grieve the old version of you. And I've learned you have to be patient and sit in that stillness and sit in that grief, so to speak, because you're healing your soul and your spirit. And you must be patient because God is on the other side of your destiny, preparing the plate at the table for you to feast at. Oh, and it's abundant as well, too. Hope you don't mind me preaching a little bit. But that came to me, and I want to share that with you. To be steadfast. Don't move. Sit in it. And be patient. Because He, the universe, is preparing that table for you. And so, say bye-bye to your past. Stay faithful. Stay connected to those who bring you joy, bring you energy, feed your soul at places, and be prepared and be ready for the season that's meant for you. Hope I was able to help you. And if you want to learn more about me and take on a little bit more of a resource that's going to help with the building and connection of your spirituality with your own family, with your children, you most definitely want to check out my book, Oh Brother, My Brother. I believe it can help you. And so with that, 4.